right after our last episode recording, I went to Niles, Michigan. Have you ever heard of this place?
Heard all about it.
Okay, so right outside South Bend. When you know it's bad, when South Bend is the recognizable
It's the big
town.
downtown.
Okay, so I'm
The
doing
underground
these,
laugh lounge.
Oh
They
my
should have
God.
kept it underground.
Again, incredibly well-designed club. You get to stay right above it. It's very cool. It's like this speakeasy on the second floor, club on the basement. Top floor is the condo. It's all contained.
That's nice.
Very nice. But you quickly realize these people come into the showroom. You're like, oh, this is a rough-looking group of people. Like just ugly and just kind of shuffling in, like drunk, but also like comedy's not a thing there. It's a newer thing.
They live in
Niles, yeah.
Michigan.
And they're all a little bit like, something's wrong with everybody physically. There's something, we talked about
your
that.
show.
Yeah, there's something wrong.
It's probably the guys who drove down from Duluth.
First show was like decent enough, but it was like it's a 2-person show. So which is also a little weird because
and the other person's local.
The other person is a guy.
2 people, 1 comedian.
Together we make one normal comedian. But
when you tell me, hey, we got a local host, and that's the town, you go, really?
Dude.
Anyway.
And the guy is nice enough, but he's one of these comics who he's doing 30 minutes before me. So if it's bad, if the host is bad, they're doing 10. You can survive the 10, right? Feature's bad, they're doing 20. To have someone who's bad doing 30 is like, that's a good chunk of the show.
You spent years of your career doing
that was
Both
my
of
whole
us,
position for a lot of time. But it's rough, so he's doing okay, whatever.
We both quit our jobs on that.
I know.
30 minutes
doing
bad.
Doing okay. So I first show I go up and there's just like there's a couple people, some real antagonistic. I don't even get to really I do like 20 minutes of jokes and I have to fuck around a lot.
They're calling ice. They see you.
There's a lot.
He's here. He's here.
It was kind of one of the sets where you can't really do a set. You kind of just have to like deal with the nightmare. So the second show, I'm like. So first show was like 3/4 full. It was actually decently full. Second show sold out.
Nice.
So the second show, I didn't kick anybody out the first show because I was like, I need these people.
Yeah.
Second show, it's oversold. So I'm like, if anyone fucks with me today,
they're out of here.
I had a Red Bull before. I'm ready to fight.
It's so funny that you go from being like, God, we need anyone.
Yeah,
you're like barking.
I am scared of you, motherfucker.
Yeah, you bark. You go from barking to being like, you'll be kicked out of. You'll be removed from my show.
You look at me the wrong way. Out of here.
You're gone. Ejected.
So I'm like, I came ready to fight. I come in hot
So
the second
funny.
show. And I'm shitting on everybody. I'm riffing. I'm having fun.
Your act.
I'm doing stuff. And there's a group of women in the front, first table, and they're all like, all of them are laughing except for one woman. So 20 minutes of my show, I'm like killing. This woman is just looking, like she looks like she's not there. She just looks like she's not drunk, but just kind of sad.
Lobotomy.
Yeah. And I go, hey, what's going on? I was like, what's going on with you? Everyone's been having a good time. Your friends are laughing
today.
Yeah. I was like, you're not like Indian people. What's going on with you? Which in that town, she could be like, yes.
She could be like, absolutely, yeah.
She goes. And she's kind of like, no, I'm just not doing well. So I didn't want to push her, but then I kind of try to move on just to be like, she's not going to give me anything. So I went to move on, and then it's like this part that it's silent in the showroom. She goes, I'm dealing with emotional and physical abuse at home. Dropped. The whole show stops. The lights come on. It's like, what the just says it all, and then two of her friends look at her like they had no idea.
They didn't know either.
They had no idea. So,
and a couple heartbreaking.
Yeah, because you're like,
you're the first person she told.
And I'm like, look at me. I'm not doing anything.
And here's the thing. Let's pause for a moment and appreciate the person we feel bad for in the situation is her.
Yes. Before we move on.
And also. What are you supposed to do then?
I go, so immediately.
You got another 40 minutes left.
I go, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm like, this is the part you have to be sincere.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm staying upstairs if you wanted to. I know a condo real close by.
I go, so sorry to hear that. I'm like, let's kill him. Let's kill this dude.
I
trying to get the crowd on my side. Angle, they're all cheering. They're all like, we start to galvanize
now
on
it's
this woman.
Hey, but in a town like that, you're like an angry
mob.
I'm
in a mob. Yeah,
they're
I'm
out in the street with pitchforks. Yeah.
So there's two blacked out guys from Texas are in the room. Okay, and they're kind of throughout the show. I made it like early on the show. I'm like, they got guns, whatever, blah blah. They go, give us the address.
Yeah,
they're like literally, they're
about
blacked
to go,
out. They go, we'll handle it.
Yeah.
And I go, what? And they were serious. They're like, they were
like, we're leaving right now.
40 minutes in the show, one guy stands up. He's just totally drunk. I'm doing the show.
Yeah.
He comes up to her. He goes, put your address, put it in. We'll meet you over there. I go, dude, you got to make a hit.
And you've moved on from this.
Oh, this is 20 minutes later.
That's like a classic guy who's drunk and someone jokingly is like, oh, you could kill somebody. He goes, really? Yeah. I could kill somebody?
He goes,
he gets excited.
I just needed someone to tell me that.
Yeah, that's the whole night.
So it was one of those things where I'm like, it made me feel, it was like, you think about Niles, the fact that her friends didn't believe her, you're like, this probably happens here.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. That's legitimately heartbreaking.
And they don't even have, that's the outlet. I'm the outlet. She's telling someone not from there. And I go, after the show, I was talking to her.
I was going to say, did she say something to you?
I was like, hey, I'm like, I had given her fucking numbers. I'm giving her like resources, and she goes, "It's just I'm not financially ready."
Yeah,
I'm like, start a GoFundMe. I'll donate right now.
That's why people end up in situations like that. Is because of the money.
It was so sad, and I was like, it was just so.
There are ways to get resources.
Yeah, that's why I was like, here's some, and hopefully she's okay. If anyone from that show, call in. But so there was one of those shows where I was like, this is such a
funny that you're after the first show, you're going sold out. This can be the best show, and then you go.
And at the end of the show, I go, look, this has been very fun. I'm glad we made it. We made it through. I go, I won't be back. I told him right there. I go, no, I know we sold out the show. I'm very grateful, but I'm not coming back.
This is it for me.
Yeah, this is coming up.
Was it just one night?
2 nights. So it was Friday and Saturday. So this was Saturday.
I won't be back except for tomorrow. Oh, okay. Yeah. This is the last night of the weekend.
No, this is Saturday. I won't be back. I drove left that night.
You go, I'm getting my car.
I'm out. I go, start the car.
You're talking to this woman, you go, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. This is tragic.
Good luck.
Anyway, I do need to get out of here.
I do need to leave. My Uber is here.
There's no good food in this town. Dude, the bourbon list is lackluster.
And it's just one of those places you're like, I asked them in the show, I'm like, what does everyone do? How do you end up here?
Yeah.
What happened in your life?
Because it is one of those towns where it's like, South Bend is on one end, and then like the Lake Michigan coast is on the other end. So it's like there's nice towns on either. So that really is like an armpit of like there's nothing.
Yeah. And that's the thing I was like,
what did they say? Why people are there?
They're all just like, oh, we have like, some of them have businesses in South Bend, so they have a bigger house in Niles. And like, again, I hope
You're the rich
club,
guy in Niles.
I hope the club does well, but also like you think about there's no host. They're clearly hemorrhaging money.
Right.
They're not paying. And I was like, you can't have someone like I want to bring my feature next time, but they didn't like let me do that.
Yeah.
So I was like, if you're gonna have someone doing 30, like you got to bring another headliner.
They got to be pretty strong.
Yeah, you got to be pretty strong. Someone who can host too.
Yeah.
Because he just no hosting, just dove right into the set, and I'm like, first 10 minutes, you're just. Their people are same thing.
I'm still hung up on that lady. I feel bad.
I know. This
feels like where we have to. It's like an after-school special where we have to be like, here's a hotline number.
Yeah,
like,
literally. No, and that's why I did truly. It was one of those moments you're like, I felt good about being able to keep the show entertaining, but I also was like, it did take like it was a full stop. It fully stopped the show. I was like, we got to.
It's one of those things where you want to be like, oh, you came out. I want to kind of like be some levity, but then you're also like, no, this woman's in danger. Like, this
it wasn't like
help.
a chill thing. And what annoyed me is all of her friends. One of her friends came up to me. She's like, she doesn't know what she's talking about. I was like, I think she admitted it to a room full of strangers.
She doesn't know what she's
talking about. So I was kind of getting annoyed
at
her friends. I was like, a couple of them were like, well, like one of her, clearly her best friend was like, oh my God, like she was trying to manage it. But I go, all you need to get your
the
shit
other
together.
Woman being like, she's crazy. I mean, that's like.
But anyway, shout out to Niles. We'll not be back.
I mean, thank you for telling me that. I don't need to send avails anymore.
No, I was.
No, I will. I'm begging to go there.
It's one of those two where I go, man, I was really hoping someone would overbook this. I was going to have to cancel.
You and I have been in this situation many times in the last year where you go, I put this on the calendar, and by the time it came up, boy, did I think I was going to have something better.
I believed in myself.
The old placeholder gig.
Yeah, the placeholder gig.
Becomes the main gig.
Yep. You're like, and
you agree to do something, and you think by the time that comes up, I'll have booked over at something way better. And I'll have to message him and go, God, I'm so sorry, but my cat has AIDS, and I have to be... And because of that,
sorry, I'm gay. I'm dealing with that right now.
Oh my
I don't
goodness,
know.
Yeah,
I'm coming out to my family.